You have every right to judge me for what I'm about to tell you. If you're new here to this channel, my name is Ellen. I'm sharing all details related to my weight loss journey here on this channel. If you want to follow me, a little more personally with my family life on Instagram, that Instagram name is It's Twins One. And then if you want to follow along more personally with my weight loss journey, that is Eat with Ellen 1 on Instagram. But here's how it's going to go today. I'm going to tell you like a quick snapshot of what happened when I did keto. Then I'm going to tell you, this is why you may judge me, the way I stopped it. And then I'm going to tell you what I'm doing now and compare the two diets so far. All right, I'm going to get right into it. I hate when people beat around the bush. Look at me just beating around that bush. About 3 months ago, I started off at 215 pounds. And let me just tell you, I was coasting at 215 pounds for no reason other than my eating and my very sedentary lifestyle. Yes, I had twins back in September, but what? It was April and I still hadn't lost the weight. So, I have insight. I know that I was eating the way I wanted to, which was no restrictions. I really didn't care. I had a lot going on with my baby twins, and I allowed myself to just eat whenever I wanted and whatever I wanted. And whatever I wanted meant donuts and ice cream and spaghetti and pizza and cheeseburgers. I mean, you name it, I probably ate it. And I actually don't regret that decision. I really am a firm believer in nobody cares about what you look like, how much you weigh, other than you. And so I was really holding true to that. And I know that nobody cared. Everyone knew I just had babies and I wasn't seeing anyone anyway. So I just was not worrying about that part of my life. And I don't regret that because I always kind of knew in the back of my mind, I will rein it in. I know how to rein it in. But because I was still in the mindset of really enjoying food, like I really just love to eat, I didn't like the idea of just counting calories and eating in moderation. I liked the sound of the keto diet because of several reasons. It sounded like a quick fix. To me, it sounded like a lot of people lost weight really fast. And I thought, okay, I need to lose this weight. I'm the heaviest I've ever been. I need to lose this weight fast. So that was my number one motivation. Weight loss needed to happen. Second, I really wanted that energy that people had from keto. I heard a lot of people say that they got this insane amount of energy, and I have baby twins. I need energy. That was a big motivating factor. But then also a huge motivating factor for me was the food looked so good. I followed a bunch of Instagram pages of keto recipes, and if you're thinking about doing keto, if you do keto, if you follow keto programs on Instagram, I'm sure some of these pictures will look familiar to you. These were the pictures I was seeing, and I thought, oh yeah, totally can do this. I really thought that once you eliminate carbs, you could just eat however much you want. I mean, these serving sizes in these pictures looked enormous and they looked delicious. And I thought, I am not going to miss the carbs. It's going to be so easy. I can just eat as much as I want, pretty much what I'm already doing, and just take out those carbs. That was a big motivating factor. I felt like I could have my cake and eat it too when I did keto, or really, have my bacon and eat it too. Because you really can't have cake on keto. So those were the 3 reasons I decided to start. I wanted weight loss fast, I wanted the energy, and I really just kind of still wanted to be in the phase of my life where I could just eat whatever the heck I wanted. But when I did keto, here's the Spark Notes version. I lost 25 pounds. I went from 215 to 190, and I got that energy. I lost the weight, and I realized you really just can't eat whatever the heck you want. You can't eat however much you want, because as I started, I was losing weight slower than I expected. So even though I lost 25 pounds, sounds like a lot, I would plateau pretty frequently. I would lose some weight, plateau, lose weight and plateau for like weeks at a time when I felt like I'm doing everything right. I never overate on my carbs, and like never. I really meticulously tracked everything I ate from the beginning to the end. But I very quickly realized you can't just eat however much you want. You need to limit the amount of calories. So I was seriously tracking everything to a T, and I was having very few calories. Not because I intentionally wanted to have that few calories, but because keto makes you very full. I would go very long in between meals because I was full from the high fat, low carb diet. I liked that about it because I wasn't constantly hungry. But I also, so I ate fewer calories and I stayed fuller for longer. But it would infuriate me so much because with the number of calories I was eating, I'm telling, like I had like 1,400 calories a day most of the time, sometimes even 1,200 calories, and at the most 1,600 calories. Conceptually, to me, 1,200 to 1,600 calories equals weight loss, like massive weight loss. For someone of my weight, like I should have been, I don't know, I just felt like with as little as I'm eating, wasn't trying to starve myself, but just it was becoming very frustrating to me when I wasn't seeing like the massive results that I was expecting. Then I also started getting these sores in the corner of my mouth, and they were a sign of a vitamin deficiency. And that's what I talked to my doctor about. And I slowly started realizing that every single day I was searching intermittent fasting, 1 meal a day, keto recipes, keto rules, mistakes you make on keto, keto guidelines, keto supplements, keto vitamins, keto electrolytes. It was like all of this intense research all day, every day. What apps can I use? How can I use this app better? How can I get more vitamins? Should I buy a personalized meal plan? It was just every day I was just consumed from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, thinking about food and researching it. I don't think there was a day that went by that I wasn't researching the keto diet when I was on it, because I was just desperate to succeed, desperate to do things right, desperate to think, is this going okay? Could I be getting better results if I was doing this differently? So in the back of my mind though, I knew that I didn't want to do keto forever, because like I said, I started keto. I would actually put, the fast weight loss was probably not my number one motivator. The number one motivator was I still want to eat like I want to eat. Deep down, I'm just a foodie. So I wasn't ready to embark on just a life of moderation. I think I said that before. Just counting calories, eating light. I just didn't want to do that. I didn't want it to feel like I was depriving myself. But gradually on keto, I kind of felt like I was depriving myself because I really missed the foods that I couldn't eat, like the healthy foods I couldn't eat. I wasn't even missing on a daily basis, like donuts. I mean, I of course think about them, but I was thinking about things like oatmeal, and that was like one of my favorite breakfasts before. Oatmeal with almonds, and apples sound really good. A big bowl of berries sounds really good. Bananas sounded like things that I just couldn't eat that were healthy. I was kind of getting mad, like, I can't eat these. I miss them. Like, I feel like I would be healthier if so anyway, all that to say, I knew all along I didn't want to do keto forever. I wasn't one of those people who's like, I just need to do this for my health because I'm like pre-diabetic or something. That wasn't the case. I picked keto for the specific reasons I told you. But really, in the long run, I really would just like to be one of those people who knows how to watch what they eat and don't overdo it on a daily basis. Be a healthy weight and just not have to constantly be thinking about food. Just kind of intuitively eat healthy things and just live a regular life. You know what I'm saying? Like, just regular. Just don't overdo it, Ellen. Beforehand, I was overdoing it all the time. I know why I wasn't losing weight, because I was overdoing it all day, every day. And I just know that if I reined it in, like, keto is not the only way to lose weight, is the bottom line. I chose it because of the reasons I said. But I also knew that for me, a healthy person, keto was not the only way to lose weight. It's not the only way to get to my end goal of losing weight. And as I was going along, realized I had this vitamin deficiency and my cholesterol was high, which I definitely know because I did tons of research that if you stick with keto, the high cholesterol resolves itself. I know that that happens. And because I kind of knew that I'm not going to stick with this long term, it wasn't worth it for me to have short-term high cholesterol. So I just thought, I think compared to the keto diet, a life of moderation, healthy eating sounds really nice. It made all of the healthier options that were off limits really, really desirable and really exciting to think about eating. And then I just kind of realized one day, I was like, I am 100% allowed to eat those foods. I do not have to stick with keto. I can do this. I can stop keto and I can eat these foods. I'm putting these restrictions on myself right now with keto and I just don't have to. And so I have always done Beachbody on-demand exercises. I've always done 21-day fix. I did 80-day obsession before I got married, lost a bunch of weight then. But I've never done what's the program that they have called Ultimate Portion Fix. And that's their eating plan where you've probably heard of it, where you measure out your servings throughout the day in these colorful containers. And it's just about eating good, healthy foods, all of the food groups. You can have fruits, vegetables, carbs, fat, protein, seeds, dressings, and you just eat serving sizes of them. And to me, that was way too intimidating before. I didn't choose to do that. I chose keto to lose weight because the eating just this much of a serving of carbs did not sound like fun to me. Eating this much of like a serving of cheese and bacon, I'm exaggerating. I didn't overdo it that much, but in my brain, the amount of indulgent, delicious foods on keto just seemed more appealing to me than these tiny little portions of healthy foods. I don't even know if that makes sense, but that was my mindset. But yeah, coming off of keto, the Ultimate Portion Fix sounded totally doable. I had complete control over my serving sizes on keto. I weighed everything I ate. I was completely in control of tracking my macros. I never overate. I probably underate every day. And I felt like Ultimate Portion Fix is going to be a breeze now. It was a really fun way to transition. So anyway, yeah. Let me tell you how I transitioned though. And it was super fun. I have no regrets with this whole process. I have no regrets with the weight that I gained initially. Because I just allowed myself to get to that point. And I have very fond memories of those nights when I would be pumping or nursing my babies and my husband and I were up at 11 o'clock at night or 2 in the morning, and he'd be like, want to go get pizza? I'll go get us some pizza. And I'd be like, hell yeah, I want some pizza. Sounds amazing. And those are the moments that I treasure and I remember, and I love them. And the ice cream runs, like he would always go get me some Baskin Robbins with the extra sprinkles, and I totally treasure those memories, and I have no regrets. And I have no regrets about doing keto because it taught me so much about food. It taught me so much about nutrition. It taught me how it goes. Like now it's not a mystery to me how weight loss on the keto diet goes. The keto flu is not a mystery to me anymore. Ketosis is not a mystery. Anyway, I have no regrets about doing keto and transitioning into my weight loss journey that way. I mean, I achieved the goal of 25-pound weight loss. That's pretty great. So anyway, I wanted to enjoy the trash food again. I wanted to have a cheat day. And so I thought, why not go out with a bang, have a nice cheat day as I come off of keto. Now, let's just pretend we're friends for a second. Let's always pretend that we're friends if you're watching these videos, because I'm never coming at you from a nutritionist type standpoint. I'm coming at you from a personal experience of a person who loves to eat, trying to lose weight, telling you how I'm doing it. So what I'm about to tell you is just me talking to you like I'm your friend. And maybe this is a little relatable, maybe not if you're super healthy. And there are plenty of videos out there on how you can just slowly taper off of, the keto diet and slowly introduce the carbs. And I was well aware of how to do that, but I was way too excited. So I went ham. I went in, and I don't regret it for a second. It was such a fun day. Now I feel like I got it out of my system. It was one day. I had not cheated that whole keto, 10 weeks on keto, and I'm fine with it. You seeing a trend here? I have no regrets about anything. I probably should, but I don't. So here's what I did. I ate, what was my first meal? Oh, a cinnamon crunch bagel with honey walnut cream cheese from Panera. It was so good. And what did I have with that? I don't remember what I had with that. Oh no, I think that's all I had for breakfast, because here's what happened. After I had that like huge burst of carbs, I felt, I didn't have GI upset like a lot of people have, like stomach issues. No. None of that. I felt extremely dizzy and lightheaded, and the room was spinning. And I just felt like out of my own body for a while, probably like 2 hours after that bagel. I just did not feel like myself. And it was probably like this massive sugar rush. Again, I don't regret it because I didn't pass out or anything. And I really enjoyed the bagel. It was super tasty. But then, of course, what did I have next? I think I had pizza for lunch. And amazing. And by the time the morning weirdness disappeared, I felt normal, and the whole rest of the day I felt normal. So I didn't have any weird symptoms the rest of the day. I felt fine. So I had pizza. I had 2 slices of pizza. I noticed I got really full off of these things pre-keto. I could have totally killed a whole pizza. Like I just could demolish pizza. 2 pieces was like nothing to me, but 2 pieces legitimately filled me up, and it was so good. Just plain cheese, pizza bowlies. Loved it. Then I think I had an acai bowl because I really wanted berries. I wanted granola, bananas, the acai blend. That was good. And then I had Panda Express for dinner. Yeah, we ordered Panda Express, and I got the orange chicken and fried rice. And then we got ice cream for dessert and donuts. I got some vanilla frosted and strawberry frosted donuts from Dunkin' Donuts. So we went to the Baskin Robbins and I got like mint chocolate chip iced cream with sprinkles. It's got to have the sprinkles. And then I got the donuts. And I had like a vanilla frosted and a strawberry frosted sprinkle donut from Dunkin' Donuts. And then I just felt like I've had my fill. Obviously I had plenty of a fill, had a lot of really good things, and I felt really happy. I didn't feel sick. I didn't feel like nauseous. I just had that weird bout of dizziness in the beginning of the day. And I felt totally satisfied and was ready to hit the ground running on Monday. So yeah, you can judge me all you want for that, but I had a lot of fun, and I probably could have done it better. Probably wasn't treating my body with too much respect. Probably, wrecked my metabolism or whatever, but I really felt fine, and I feel fine now. It's been a week. So the only negative aftermath of that day of eating was the weight gain. I gained 6 pounds, 6.7 pounds overnight. So that morning, I was kind of at my lowest, fluctuating between 190 and 191 post-keto. I never got into the 180s. But that morning, when I started with the Cinnamon Crunch Bagel, I weighed 191. And the next morning, I weighed 197.7. That's a big jump in one day. But I really I didn't care. I didn't mind. I knew conceptually, like, my body was holding on to all those carbs. It was like, what did you just do to me? You're just using me and abusing me for your own pleasure? Like, come on. And I knew to expect that. It was a big jump, but it was a big day of eating, and it was all carbs and sugar. So it didn't bother me. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to give you a pros and cons situation of keto versus, let's just say, like a healthy, balanced diet, because that's pretty much what I'm doing now. Ultimate Portion Fix really has no restrictions. It's just serving sizes. So let's just not say specifically this Beachbody program. I'm comparing keto to a well-balanced diet that is not like a restrictive, cut out some big food group kind of a diet. Because if you're in this position where you're kind of teetering on the fence, like, should I try keto? Should I not? I feel like I have some valuable input that I would have loved to know going into it. Probably I still would have chosen the keto diet to start off, because, when I get something in my mind, I'm going to stick with it. But just take it for what it is. Just my experience. You do you. First. So the first thing that I have already noticed about keto versus a well-balanced diet is the energy that I had on keto once I got over the keto flu was weirdly powerful. I never got that sleepy sensation, almost so much so that I had a hard time sleeping. People say that on keto you sleep really well. I had a really hard time sleeping. Like, I would stay up until 2 in the morning, just wide awake. And when I would fall asleep, I had extremely vivid, horrifying night terror dreams. And that has since subsided, but I had these weird, scary dreams I will never repeat. They were just horrifying and vivid. Like, I felt like I was actually awake during these dreams. Like, I would wake up feeling totally not rested because I didn't sleep for very long, first of all. And I felt like I was awake in my dreams. So on keto, yeah, at this energy that I really appreciated because I was able to stay awake for my babies, had a hard time falling asleep. But now with this balanced diet, it was instant. I just noticed, I just felt sleepy. Come 2:00 in the afternoon that was like pre-keto, like when I would crash. And I'm not crashing, but I'm noticing I have normal sleep cues again, and I have no problem falling asleep, and I don't have the night terrors. I haven't this whole past week. So the energy and the sleep, it's a good thing I had that strong energy during the day with keto, but the horrible sleep, probably like, I just didn't feel like, I don't know. But then with this, I do get sleepier during the day. I don't have that wicked energy that I got with keto, but I sleep so much better. Now the weight loss. So the weight loss happened with keto. I lost 25 pounds, but I have a hard time determining whether it was because I was in ketosis or because I was finally tracking how much food I was consuming, and I was consuming such a small amount of food. It was really only like a week or two that I was going in and not necessarily counting my calories. I mean, the whole 10 weeks that I did it, I already said I just ate very few calories. So I lost 25 pounds. Yes, I was in ketosis the whole time, but I was very disciplined, and I followed the rules. I would eat some processed keto food, like they say not to, but I followed the basic rules of under 20 grams of net carbs, and I never exceeded 1,600 calories during the day. Like, it was just a very low calorie diet. So yeah, I lost the weight. Was it because I was in ketosis or because I was eating so little? I have no idea. Now with this diet, I lost 4 pounds in a week. And so I went from 197.7 to 193.0. So that's 4.7 pounds in a week. And I know that's probably, I don't know, like I gained that initial 6.7 pounds from all the carbs that I ate that day, but a 4.7 pound loss in a week for me on keto was unheard of. There towards the end, I was lucky to lose like 1.5 pounds during the week, but sometimes I would stay the same for the whole week and just feel so frustrated. So this weight loss for me so far has been really exciting in just a week to lose 4.7 pounds. Now the hunger level, it's like a good and a bad. On keto, the high fat, low carb diet, I would stay full for really long amounts of time. With the fasting, intermittent fasting, I found that very doable because I could go a very long amount of time without feeling hungry. And then on this diet, I get hungry every 2 hours, but luckily I have to eat every 2 hours. I don't go to sleep hungry, and I'm not doing intermittent fasting now. There's no need for that at this time. I'm just getting used to like the containers, the serving sizes, and I'm losing weight really great. And that's not really mentioned in this meal plan, intermittent fasting. So I like that. But anyway, the hunger cues are different. I would very rarely feel hungry on keto, which was kind of fun. I could not think about food. I could just go about my day and live my life and then be like, oh, yeah, it's been 6 hours. Let me go eat some nuts. And then now I get hungry pretty frequently, but I'm allowed to eat pretty frequently, so that's a good thing. Now, something that a lot of people will think about, specifically the Ultimate Portion Fix, is the cost. So I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's like $100 some you pay for the Ultimate Portion Fix and the Beachbody On Demand membership. Something like that, in the 100, 200 total, like for my total package. What I did, I think it cost like $200 some. I don't know, but it's like a one-time price, and you get all the containers. You get access to the workouts for a year online. You get the cookbooks. You get, like for me, I have a Beachbody coach who walks me through everything. So it was a one-time price for that. And I kind of had a hard time stomaching that price in the beginning. I just didn't want to have to pay. I felt like I don't need to pay to lose weight. I'm fine on keto. But if you really think about it, and I really did think about it, was keto free for me? No. I was paying for the keto collagen, the keto MCT oil powder, my vitamins that I no longer have to, like these specific kinds of vitamins that I was taking, keto electrolyte supplements, and all the keto brand snack foods. And those prices are very high because they're keto friendly. And then I went ahead and I bought myself a personalized meal plan that I never actually really used because I didn't like the recipes once I got it. But there were things that I was, the keto test strips, the test your pee to see if you're in ketosis. Pretty much anything with the keto label, I would always look at and be like, I need that because I want to have options. I want to have good, fast options. And that was constant. I was constantly on the search for keto products, constantly going to be needing to replenish all of these keto supplements that I got. So if I really sat and thought about it, keto wasn't like this one big lump sum cost like Beachbody and Ultimate Portion Fixes. But I think over time, I was extrapolating out the numbers, it was more expensive to do keto. What I'm paying for now is peace of mind that I don't have to do research and that I have everything spelled out for me. That's what I'm going to get into next. So yes, this is one big cost up front, but it's a one-time purchase. And I think that if you want to do some kind of a diet plan where you have some guidance, keto, whatever it is, you're going to be spending some money. And I was spending a butt ton of money on keto. Now, the next part that I was about to get into, like the amount of time that is going into the research. Like I said before, there was not a day that went by that I didn't do immense amounts of research on keto. It took so much time, constant questioning, constant watching YouTube videos of what I eat in a day on keto. It was also a constant evolution of feeling like I needed to progress from just eating keto to then doing the intermittent fasting to then doing one meal a day and researching the fasting plus the keto and researching supplements and researching how can I get all these vitamins because I'm obviously vitamin deficient. And I never felt like I knew. And I did get to the point where I felt like you can be very successful on the keto diet, but you really need to know what you're talking about in terms of nutrition, and you maybe possibly need somebody to hold your hand through the whole thing, like a personal nutritionist, just to make sure you're getting the proper amount of nutrients and vitamins from your diet. And, you know, there's the whole concept of like, you need to combine certain foods with like, or take your vitamins at certain times to absorb it properly so that you actually get the benefit of your vitamins. It's really complex stuff. And with my vitamin deficiency that just wasn't going away, I had, like I said, these sores in the corner of my mouth. I felt like with as many greens as I'm eating, conceptually, I was eating so many vegetables that I shouldn't be vitamin deficient. But, you know, I underestimated how many nutrients were in all the foods that I was eating before. And I'll tell you, I stopped keto and I don't have the sores in my mouth anymore. And I'm not taking that vitamin that I have been taking. So that was like a very noticeable difference. So anyway, the research that went into keto was exhausting. It was very exhausting and unnecessary because, like I said, I don't have to do keto. Nobody's making me do keto, and it was kind of wearing me out. Now, the research that needs to go into Ultimate Portion Fix, nothing. They give you everything. They spell out everything. I do not have to count my calories every day. They tell you, they give you a written out. It's like for a type A type person who likes a schedule, who likes things color coded, who likes a calendar, who likes things written down to make a little daily log. I mean, the way they have organized this program is so clean, it's so pretty, and it's so easy. It's so user friendly for somebody who is, not that, good at making memories at the moment, because I'm like super scatterbrained. This is very straightforward for me. You don't have to count calories because it's already done for you. You just put your food into these pretty little colorful containers and you just eat it. She spells out exactly the foods that you can eat in those containers. There's no question. And the good thing is, with these foods, they're all normal foods. They're all regular foods that you just get at the grocery store. You don't have to go on Amazon and find like keto granola, keto powder, keto this, these specialty things. No, they're just regular broccoli, regular bread. You can get whole grain bread. You can get oatmeal, regular oatmeal. You can get like things that aren't going to run up your grocery bill at all. Like, I mean, it's just regular food. Chicken, rice, like the most basic things ever you can get. You can get frozen vegetables. It's easy. It's very easy. And you're paying for that ease. It's very, I can't even say enough how easy it is. And I really value that with like, any diet is going to take some energy when you're kind of in the beginning stages of understanding how things work. And when you want to get prepped for the week, meal prepping, grocery shopping, is always easier if you have no meal plan. And it was always really easy when I was just getting takeout all the time and I wasn't on any kind of a diet and I didn't have to worry. There was no time spent researching my food then. That was the easiest phase of my life in terms of food. But, any kind of a diet, you're going to have a little bit of planning, a little bit of research, a little bit of time. Keto was constant time, constant research, never enough research, never enough knowledge. With this, it's like you just pay your dues all up front. You pay for the membership, you read the book, you plan your week out, you get your groceries, and you're good. And I'm already in the groove of it, and it's very easy. So anyway, the last thing, it's probably TMI, but I'm going to just say in the most simplest terms, and then I'm going to move on, the bathroom situation with keto, not so good. With this diet, you can eat things like oatmeal, apples. It's a lot better and smoother on this diet than it was on keto. It was very upsetting and kind of confusing what was going on with the bathroom situation on keto. And with this diet, we are back in business, baby. Part of me wonders, like, was that part of the weight loss struggle too with keto? Like holding on to too much stuff? I didn't want to get that deep into it, but it's worth being said because it's kind of part of the whole package. All right, this is getting to be a very long video. Overall, I'll just sum it up like this. Keto works. It does. It totally works. And it works for a lot of people's lifestyles. People have really, really great success with keto. They lose major amounts of weight and they are very happy. Not everyone has the experience that I have. And I think if you're looking into keto, you're probably watching this because you're doing all of your diligent research, and that's what it takes. It really takes research, planning, consulting a bunch of people who have experience, and I have a little bit of experience with it, so I'm giving that to you. It's why I made this channel, because I was a huge consumer of YouTube videos in the beginning, and I stand by all the videos that are already on my channel. I think I have some really good recipes. I had it down. I really was doing a really good job, I think. So I'm keeping all those videos on this channel because I regret nothing. I think it was great. I'm really glad I did it, and I'm glad I'm not doing it anymore. It's just not how I want to live my life long term, and I think that's perfectly fine. It's not for everyone. The keto diet also is good for certain health conditions. I'm not even going to go into all of that because I'm not a nutritionist, but I know that Your doctor might even recommend some kind of a low carb keto diet for you based on your health. So it is appropriate for certain populations. And this is not a video of me saying the keto diet sucks, it's not good for anyone. It just wasn't good for me. And I'm really, I'm very happy with this diet. Oh, one bonus thing that I think is very much worth mentioning that I love about this diet now, if I have a cheat meal, or if I slip up, or if I accidentally eat too much, the really great thing is I don't throw my body out of ketosis and risk going back into the keto flu. You had so much on the line with keto. If you accidentally had too many carbs, luckily that never happened because I meticulously tracked, but say you do. Say you accidentally have too many carbs, you could potentially slip back into some keto flu type symptoms of headaches, fatigue, brain fog, sick, like feel sick. And that was a big fear of mine. Like, you really need to be careful because you're in this new metabolic state of ketosis and you don't want to kick yourself out of it. And there's a very small threshold for kicking yourself out of ketosis. And I never wanted that to happen. But now that I'm not in ketosis anymore and I'm just running on carbs and sugar and whatever, I don't have that weight. Like, if I want to eat a little more carbs today, I'm not going to kick my body out of ketosis and suffer the consequences majorly. I might just gain a little bit of weight, and I'm fine with that. Because again, nobody cares about weight loss more than you do for yourself. So, yeah, I'm not obsessing so much over the weight loss anymore. I'm glad to feel in control. I'm glad to finally have found a plan that's a really great guideline for healthy eating. I'm really glad that I feel in control of my food and my diet and my exercise, and I'm excited about it. And I'm really happy with the results. So I will keep updating you, even though it's not keto, just because I started this journey. I mean, I'm still planning on finishing it. So I will keep you posted all along the way, the good, the bad, the ugly, the carby, whatever. I'll let you know how everything pans out. So I wanted to wait a full week of doing the ultimate portion fix before I uploaded any kind of a video because I felt like I needed to give it a fair shot in order to report back on it. So anyway, I hope you're doing well, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Okay, bye.